Hello and welcome to my channel where I just share stuff I'm working on, and that could be anything any given day. So today, this morning I watched a video Antonio makes. He was making faux postage stamps, and it reminded me of years ago when I made them. So mine are a little bit different, but I'm going to link his video below so that you can check it out because his work is amazing and I love how he puts things together. And I just have not, I was out in the cold over the weekend, so I haven't really been feeling myself. So I just wanted to sit and just do some stuff, just mindless crafting, just chilling and using up things that I have in my stash. And I came up with an awesome idea. I have a lot of these cards, and I mainly got them for the envelopes. They were 6 big packs of cards. So each pack, I can't remember how many were in there at my dollar spot store, which is called Real Deal. You get 6 packages and it came with a card and an envelope for $1. So I picked them up thinking I want to use the envelopes. And then I said to myself, I will think of something to do with the cards, you know. Well, then, I mean, this one's okay. It's pretty. But these are kind of like muted colors, not really something I would use. And then after I watched his video, I started pulling things out and I came across these cards and I was like, oh wow, I wonder if I cut these up into stamps. So I did. I took all of the envelopes, only the fronts. I still have the backs that I can make, use these for card bases. But the front part, I cut them out. And he used scissors. And I do have scissors. I cheated. I used a die. But I was gifted by a couple of my family members, half and half, these really cool scissors that make the edge. So this one here, some of them have names on them. This one's called a corkscrew. This one's a daisy. But I mean, you can pick these up reasonably. I imagine probably at the thrift store. This one's a zipper. That one's pretty cool. But what I did was I used a die set that I have, and it's by Hero Arts. It's this one here, and it has different sizes, and I used this size here. And I cut them out, and I'll show you. So I went through, I've been working on this all day. I went through and cut out all of my cards. These here are the blue cards. This one here is this one here. And I just went through and cut them all out. Then I took a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought would coordinate with that blue color. It has like flowers in it. And cut a square that was a little bit smaller than the actual die cut itself, and glued that on top. So now I have a base. You don't see any of the writing or anything, but you can just see the outline. So I did those. Then I saved the negatives and glued it to cardstock that was the same size as the negative. So I have all those as well. I have a lot to play with. So these are all the negatives. And then somewhere here I should have Okay, the other cardstock. Okay, I must have another bin here that I didn't bring out. Let me grab it. Because I was putting everything away and I thought, well, I might as well share and show what you can do. So this is my, I love these containers for certain things. For this, it's perfect. But opening them up, here they are. Okay, yeah, I put them away. So I got a bunch of, I do sell these blank ones in my shop. I'm still taking a break from my shop just to play. Okay, so these here are this card front and this card front. And I basically took like a muted thin cardstock and cut it a little bit smaller and glued it on top. And that'll just give me a base. You can still put more items on there, like you can put a flower. Totally not prepared. Sorry. I just started putting stuff away. Okay, that was brutal. Sorry about that, because I gotta do dinner soon, so. Not there. Interesting. I thought I put them in there. Oh well. Where did I put these? Huh. Okay. Sorry. I should just start the video over, but I'm not gonna. Okay. Brutal. Alright. So these are the little pieces of just kind of just delicate and backgrounds that I glued on the card front. Okay, here's one that's completed. And I mean, it's, you know, the sky's the limit on how you want to decorate, but I glued that little piece of flower on, and I could go through my binder and use all my little bits. Then I ran this through the embossing folder. So yeah, there's one there. I was just playing, and then I'm like, well, I gotta clean up because I gotta do dinner. Here's one that's just embossed. I haven't put anything on it. Here's one of the blue ones where I added a flower and a little piece of lace at the bottom. I was just playing around. This one here, I just put a little piece of lace right here and then put some glossy stuff on there. I don't know, it's by Tim Holtz something. Here's one here, I put a little bird on. So I did those this morning just to see if it was something I wanted to do, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So there's those. So I used up all those cards, the card fronts. I cut them all up. See, here's one here that's not. And then I just glued a piece of, well, not really liking that one on there, but a piece of cardstock. I just cut them down to size, a little bit smaller than the actual frame. Glued that on there, and that just gives you a, you know, it covers up all of the the busy and then put that on. And you could even just stamp on there too, which brings me to my next thing. So I'm going to leave these in here. I really love how these came out, all of these from these cards, because it has a lot of gold in there, so you see the gold around the edges. It's kind of hard to see, but the sun's not out today, so I gotta have my overhead light on. All right, so then I started gluing. Where's my other? I had another bin. Where did that go? Wow. Train wreck. Is that it? No. Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, these I made a long time ago. And they're just, I cut them with my scissors. You know, just different sizes. And what I did is glued, I just took my scraps of whatever I had. These are book pages. And then scraps of either, I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, that is a map page. That's cool. And then I just stamped on it because I have a lot of postage themed stamps. There's one there. Napkins. I just put a piece of napkin. And I noticed when I was working today, I was putting too much napkin on. You only need a little piece of napkin in the middle, because what you're looking for is some color. That's upside down. But yeah, I see how that one has just too much. You only need a little bit of color. There's a bigger one. I got quite a few in here that I made a long time ago. So just playing around. That one's cool. Okay, so I'll show you what I was working on today. These I made today, and these were from the card bases. And this is keeping the negative, and then I just put a little piece of napkin in there. And what I would do is stamp on that. And I'll just show you. Put little bits. There's a full butterfly. And the rest of these, I was like, oh, I remember last time, less is better. You only need a little bit of color. So I have a lot of napkins that have little tiny pieces, and I keep them in this tin. And I put them in here, and every once in a while I'll take everything out and get rid of all the big bits. Like I'm seeing a nice cute little butterfly I can use on something. So that's my scraps of napkin. So what I would do with these, and I'm just using a glue stick to put them on, and then let them dry, and then I'm going to stamp over the top of that like I did with these. And I'll show you some of my stamps. These are Stampin' Up. They're pretty cool. You could probably still get them. I got these at a yard sale. It's probably not how they come, but it has the lines and it's pretty cool. So I have that. This set here, which is this is Hero Arts. This is a really cool set, but it is bigger set. I have this set here, which is cool. This is Bo Bunny. This I got at Tuesday Morning years ago. They closed ours a few years back. So this is cool because it has nice tiny little stamps if you need something, you know, small. So it's got the lines as well, but it has, you know, really cool images. So I like that one. Then I have these. I really love these because they're small. This is Hero Arts. I love Hero Arts. Their box sets are really cool. Actually, you can see it on the front better. Let me put that top back on. But, you know, you can see the size. They're small enough you could stamp on something really cool. But this is what that have a number. It says international postage, but I'll try to put the numbers in the link. And then this is a smaller set. I really need to put this in something. It says travel. And they're just these little pieces here, which are cool. So I have that. And then I have all of these other ones here. So I've been collecting for a really long time, for years. If I see them at a garage sale, anything that looks like postage. So that's really cool. So I have those. Then I have some teeny tinies, and some I have duplicates of, like these right here. There's a lady here in the area that does Stampin' Up, and she always has a sale like once a year. So yeah, I have a couple of these, which I could de-stash these to that set there. But yeah, I like these because these are my teeny tiny. So this one says is a 5-cent stamp, and it says seeds on it. It's really hard to read, but it is a cute stamp. I really like this one, and I like that one. So yeah, in Travel the World, that stamp's really good, and I'm pretty sure that was Michael's Dollar Spot. So yeah. And that's all the stamps for today that I'll show, but I'll just, I don't know, I'll pick something like this here. You could either stamp it this way or this way. Let's see. I'll just pick something and stamp it. Nothing from there. Let's see. Just trying to decide what I want to stamp on there. I love that one with the leaves, and I do have a little bit of color. Let me just see. And I do use the StazOn ink. I prefer to use the StazOn ink because there is glue there, and I think you have a better chance of it coming out. So let's just see. I normally go pad to, there we go. And I'm just gonna stamp this right in the middle, hopefully. I'm not looking for perfect, but oh yeah, I like that. See, that turned out cool. All right. So there's that one. And I probably could put something else too, because I feel like it needs more, because it is a frame. Probably if I would have done like this one here, where it was a little bit smaller. So let me just do that one there. Let me do this one here. And I just do the black StazOn ink. You can do whatever you want. Because I already have a lot of color there, it just makes sense to me. There we go. It's not straight, but that's okay. And then maybe you could stamp some lines in there, like, where's that other one? Or, let's see, I've got this one here. I really like that one. So I want to thank Antonio for barking. I don't know which way this is up. Let's see, that way. Giving me something to do today to just chill and just make stuff. And it really, I buzzed through all those cards, so that's kind of cool. So I think I'm just going to go like right there. Okay, I think that might be too much. Maybe just the lines would be better. Oops. Yeah, I think if I just do lines. So you can just play around with it and just going to try to do a little something here. I don't know which way is up on this one, but you know, there, I like that. That one turned out pretty good. So you only need a little bit of color, so I'll glue a few pieces and show you how I glued them. It's really not rocket science or anything. So I'll probably do something a little bit, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do anything else to that, but I might try to put a little color in the center of that. Let's see here. So these here, I was working with these, and basically I would just go through my napkins, and I really like this little butterfly, so I'm just going to rip them. He's kind of missing a little, it's curled up here. I'm going to see if I can get it, but that's okay. I might just rip that off right there. And this is just my way, my thing. Now I'll just put that right in the center there, or wherever you want to put it. It's your own design, you can do whatever. And then I have a damp wet wipe, and I just push that into there. Some of these are cardstock in the background, and once it's wet, if you see like I don't like that part, just take your nail and scrape it off if you're like I don't really like that part there, if you want just the butterfly. If it's wet, you can get it off there. There, that's better. So I would just let that dry, and then stamp it. But some of these are, let's see if I have one here. Maybe they are. Some of them are, I used up some of my fabric paper that I have. It's on sticker. This here, I have some of this. I put some of that in the background on some of them, so, because I still have some of this to use up, so I kind of played around. So on these, this one here already has color, so I probably would just stamp those, but these here I was just going through and trying to use up some of my scraps, and I just kind of go with what goes with the color around. Or you could just put a big stamp in there if you wanted. You wouldn't have to, like this right here. Oops, I got glue all on my fingers. Is that the right way? It helps if you have these stamped out on the front so you could see what they look like. So see, you could just stamp that in there, but I like having a little bit of color in the background. So I would pick something that went with the outside frame. And it could be like this strip here. It could be just a little piece of this in the middle. Could be just that. And then I don't know if I can stamp this while that's wet, but I'll try. Yeah, there we go. So see, it was like plain in the middle. It's not straight, but it's okay. And I'll probably put some lines in there and maybe a thing in the corner. But yeah, it just gave it a little bit of color in the center where it would have been plain. So you only need like a little piece of something, and it doesn't have to be all squared off. You can just keep ripping and rip a piece off of that. That's what I love. It's just everything is just different. So I probably would. Do I have a smaller one? No, I use this one. I think I have a smaller one than this, but I just want a little something in that corner. Yep. And then I try not to overthink it. And then a little bit of wavy lines down here. Well, I didn't quite get it, but that's okay. Yeah, well, it looked like my postmaster missed it, but it's handmade. It's what you make it. But yeah, so I just was really inspired by Antonio's video, and I thought, you know, I haven't done that in a really long time, and his digitals are so amazing. And he has that Freebie Friday too, so go check him out. I will put his, I'll link the video below, and then so you can go check out his video, because he does everything handmade. I cheated and used the die set by Hero Arts, but you know, just use up what you have. If you have a bunch of cards or whatever that you're not using, cut them up. Turn them into something else. You know, I bought them, spent the $1, it was $1 at the time, and I got 6 big packages of cards and envelopes for the envelopes to use. So now I've depleted the cards except for these 3 because I wanted to show you. But yeah. All right. Hope that inspired or sparked something. And take care. Bye.